It's black. Destroy 250 creatures you don't control. Oh, look.
Okay.
Cool.
You go in the trash.
Clean.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Open this. We love Tarkir.
We'll get that in 6 days easily.
What do we get? Gold. Look at all that stuff. Okay.
The hell just happened?
Oh, I won, and
No. My Discord is doing funky shit.
well, you just tell it to stop it.
I'm one more minor inconvenience away from just killing something.
That's fair.
Probably a plant.
Don't do
There have
that.
been too many minor inconveniences today. I need to go on a scream hike.
I outlifted a guy in a
Maybe.
berserker shirt today, and I was unhappy.
Why did that make you unhappy?
Because it's a berserker shirt. I have high hopes for guys who wear berserker gear out in the wild.
Wait, the
I
anime?
Yeah, the anime.
Okay.
See, there you go out here. Fucking.
Also, update. My mom watched all of Frieren already. It's only been like half a day since I told her.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, Freeren's that good.
And she's like, I absolutely love it. When season 2? And I'm like,
We don't know.
I don't know. Don't know. Sorry.
Right
She's like,
there,
I
there's
love
Congratulations.
strongly worded
Welcome
email
to our
because
fight.
we're all waiting.
You hit her.
Join the ranks.
No, you
There's
hit her with the.
available.
You just gotta hit her with the. Once you find out, you gotta tell me. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
She's
okay
like,
because
well,
your boy is
I'm-
Devil May Cry. It's so
She's
good.
like, I'm watching Demon Slayer now, and I'm like, it's good, but it's not as good as Frieren. I'm sorry. You should have watched Frieren last, in my opinion, because nothing will live up to those expectations on the list that I gave you. All right, are we all ready?
Yes.
Made another 35 minutes. No, I'm just
Well,
Yep.
it seems Brock's character died. Level 1, got it.
That's fair.
What?
No.
All right. If we're all ready, look
Go
at me and tell me I'm pretty.
away.
You're very pretty.
You don't look at me.
Ooh. Here we go. I have tools I can.
Male.
Okay.
Ew.
Bing bong, boom, boom, bop, bam.
All right.
Type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand.
But I could cook it. Wait, what?
We're actually, me and my wife are going to see him at the end of the month. So I will actually be doing D&D that evening from my hotel. What's going on with the cast of the Goonie? What is this?
Type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't.
Who's talking about my boys? Shit, man. 40 years later. Damn. They are old.
I'm old. I've lived on this
Listen,
planet for
you
far
can't listen.
too long.
You're in the wrong chat to be talking about being old, okay?
Yeah, facts.
You are in the wrong chat.
I said I'm old. I didn't say I was there when it was fucking written, okay?
Yeah. Listen, my soul is too old for this shit. That's what it is.
Okay. If we're all ready, we will start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I see Damien tip tapping away.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Let me open.
What are you hearing?
Are you absorbing
Yes.
the stuff?
We're not letting
Six-
Danny. We're not letting Danny start. So whenever he starts,
60 years since the war with hell, as the demon god was vanquished and his armies sent back. The divine gate was put in place, and the realms between the Fae, the mortal, and the astral sea were shattered. 60 years of rebuilding, repair, and a sense of loss as the divinity in the world seemed scarce and far in between. The Fae realm became in jeopardy as one by one archfaes, the dominant figures of their domains began to vanish one by one. It was until the capital city of the High Elves met a magical disaster as the entire city itself was wiped off of the face of the earth. With the High Elves in repair and guilds beginning to emerge across the Star's domain, people began to rally around the fact that during the war there was no standing armies. There was no defense of their home. There was just death and brutality. We find ourselves in a small town on the outskirts of the new country of Lunareth, city of McCanns. We find ourselves in a dense forest area with trees and cities intertwined with each other. We find ourselves at the side of a building. A humble looking building, but a building nonetheless. Rock. Describe your character as you are walking up to a group of 25 to 30 other individuals that are seen to be gathering for an event. An event that you were invited to. And you see a mixed group. You see dwarves, elves, a few tieflings, some dragonborn. You see them all kind of facing the building, and you see small little groups of people talking. You see at the edge of the building, you see a few other people that are facing the group, and it seems they're talking amongst themselves and they're waiting, and you're not sure what they're waiting for, but they are.
So if anyone's looking, they will see a not super tall, but fairly slightly above average human or figure approach, but cloaked. The cloak actually kind of covers them mostly, and you might get a couple of faint, uh, I guess, glimpses of of their hair as it's brushing like out of the cloak, but it's odd. It's a little very uh, light, very gray, not old, just very like shiny, like like a silver. And if you can actually see into it, the cowl, you can see eyes that are kind of silvery, very very bright in a reflection, but not as bright as their skin, which is very pale, almost like seeing the moon in the daylight. And his approach, he'll look a little like he's been through the wilderness, like he's got very plain armor, but his clothes are very obviously dirty. He's seen travel. But on his back, you'll see a very simple yet elegant long bow, and then a very very curious object, which looks like a pole on the back. But if you look closer, it seems to be a blowgun, being adorned with some carvings, and you might even see a familiar sign of one of the gods etched into it. And they will approach kind of cautiously, not wary of their surroundings, but also very curious as they pull off their hood, and then you can tell this is an elf, and he'll look around very just inquisitive as he approaches.
Okay. About the time you approach and kind of linger into the crowd, a woman kind of facing the crowd steps up on a pedestal to speak out to everyone. Welcome. My name is Helena. You see a half elf, long brown hair, blue eyes, skinny. This is our annual Trial of the Eclipse. We gathered all of the adventurers that are willing to listen and those who are just wanting to join. Every year we have this trial. We do it in groups, and we do it in groups of 5. This trial will consist of hunting of beasts. You will find that in your invitations that we gave you, there should be a letter at the bottom. And the letter will designate the group that we have assigned the individuals. Once we establish the groups and everything, my helper, and she points over to a half-elf male who's he looks like a high elf, but he's definitely half in lineage. He's leaning more towards a human than elf. He's wearing some robes. He looks like a mage of some sort. We will be sending your groups in groups of 5 and in increments. Every 5 minutes, we will be teleporting you to the Northern Forest. There, you will spend 7 days in the wilderness with the rations you have, the supplies you need, and while doing that, you'll be hunting magical beasts. The two groups that defeat the most will be approved and will be allowed into the guild. And you're thinking, well, how do we know how many beasts you've defeated? Well, you see her pull out what looks to be maybe a little bit bigger than a marble, but smaller than a baseball, and it's clear. These orbs, each group will get 5, 1 per person. And after every defeat of a magical beast, you'll pull it out and bring it towards that magical beast. Doing so, it will take its magical essence, absorbing it. Once you absorb 10, it will turn a shade of green, meaning it is full. After the 7 days are complete, you will be brought back here to this guild, and whoever has the most out of the top 2 will be a part of the guild. Now, before you worry, of course, we have safety precautions. We will give everyone a piece of, and she pulls out what looks to be just like a stick. If you find yourself in danger, or if you wish to forfeit, break this stick, and you will be teleported back to the guild hall, where we will, if you are in critical need, we will mend your wounds and do anything to make sure of your safety. Now, during the 7 days, you'll be traveling the Northern Forest. There is potentially, you travel too far north, you might hit the High Elf border. If you do, you will see a watchtower more than likely. That watchtower we have an arrangement with that watchtower. They know we do this every year because it helps purge the threat of the magical beasts, and they will point you back in the direction so as to not cross over into the High Elf territory. If you have the means, we can provide more rations and any type of healing potions needed for the group. Otherwise, within the next 10 minutes, once you found your group, you'll report to myself, Helena, and my assistant, Xander.
Xander was the half elf.
Yes. Does anyone in the crowd have any questions?
Paris will just speak. What type of magical beasts will be hunting?
It depends. The further you go in, it could go anywhere between spiders to just anything you can imagine. If you have encountered magical beasts before, there's no, how should I say, there's no prediction on what type of magical beasts are up there, as magic is wild and anything could appear. Also, I will, before I forget, there are also sacred beasts within the forest. If you run into a sacred beast, make sure to not kill it and to avoid it. It will ignore you, as you should be able to ignore it. You hear a dwarf speak up. What are sacred beasts? Ah, I see. There are 4 totem spirits in this world that represent the sacred beasts. There is there we go. There's the bear, there's the eagle, there's the tiger, and there's the wolf. The 4 totem spirits of great spirits that represent the ancestors. They are not magical in nature per se, but they are sacred and considered divine creatures. Those who kill one could potentially be prosecuted by death. Any other questions? If not, you have 10 to 15 minutes to find your group, and we'll go from there. And she steps down. Damien. Thomas. Describe your 2 characters as you are next to each other and going over the letter that you had received. The bottom of the letter, you notice there is a D on it, representing Group D.
Okay, well, standing next to a smaller figure, you would see, as she probably stands out a bit, a silver dragonborn, standing at about 6'1". She maintains a very firm and upright posture, only matched by her equal composure. Her eyes are pale green, closer towards the center, that bloom out into a very vibrant green at the borders of her eyes. She's wearing very, very clean white robes with brown trim that billow out into like Hama-style pants. They're like those really wide, like poofy pants. The top portion, it kind of rests loosely on her shoulders, and it crosses at the stomach, kind of held in place by like a leather, like half cuirass, if you will. That basically gives like a narrow but very deep V cut across the chest. And strapped to her back would be a series of different drums, held by, a series of wraps that match her robes.
And then right next to her, you would see a very small, what could only be described as a black bird type creature. All feathers on this creature is black. Everything is black. Black to the point where when you see the sunshine on the feathers, they turn a purplish dark blue color, almost like an oil slick. And the only other difference in color is that my irises are a golden yellowish brown. If you've ever seen a Texas grackle, that's exactly what I look like. With what can only be what robes used to be, a bright cream color, not white, but pretty close. But they're so dirty now, they've got soot on. Everything is super plain. There's nothing special, nothing. Everything is uber plain. But the one thing you do see is I always have a lantern in my hand. There's a lantern on me. And I'm very small. I'm barely 4 foot tall. very skinny, very small.
Please tell me you look like a Texas Grackle.
This is-
Straight up.
Yeah.
Legit. Legit.
And with the two of them standing next to each other, if you're paying close enough attention, you'll notice that her tail is always at her side where the little guy is at, almost like kind of wrapping kind of loosely around his back, not like touching him or anything, but just in case we're in like a crowd or something, to kind of, help him along or guide him along. Or if need be, he could grab her tail and use it to push through crowds and whatnot.
Yep, 100%.
She's conscious of his position. She'll, after the announcements, she'll look down and say, "Well, little one, it would appear that we are part of Group B. B? D. D. Curses. Well, I guess we should get round to finding our group. Hopefully we have some martial classes, as we aren't the best on the front lines."
Turn my head sideways, look at you, and martial classes. Yep.
Yes, very good, very good.
As you begin to look around, you see like most of the crowd's already kind of like divided. Like there's about 30 people here, and you already see like four groups of 5. So there are random stragglers kind of looking down at their paper and kind of looking up. But the two of you see kind of standing off to the side. Gabriel, describe your character.
It's kind of a medium to large build tiefling. Slick, way long black hair, kind of up in a bun, being held in place by some bones. Mostly a dark red. His eyes very, very bright, piercing yellow, like he's kind of staring through you. Few bones piercing his ears, kind of makeshift piercings, and that should be it. Yeah.
Okay. The letter you received on the bottom right, you see you are Group D2, and you kind of see what looks to be a dragonborn and a bird kind of staring at you, as you seem to be isolated at this point, as most of the people have already congregated into groups.
Well, greetings, stranger. It would appear that we are Group D, and seeing as how you haven't formed with the other groups, can I presume that you are also part of Group D? That would be with us.
It appears so. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. My name is Riona. You may address me as such. This is, well, I just call him Little Friend, as it were.
Riona and Little Friend. I am Leon Holiday.
Leon. Evan.
I look up at you and just stare at you for a second and go, martial classes?
Right, it would appear that you are, well, what do you plan on bringing to the table as far as our excursion goes?
I stab things. Stab things quite a lot.
Oh, stabbing things. Fantastic. Just what we were hoping for. Well, let's hurry on now. Find the rest of the group.
How far am I from them at this point?
With your passive investigation, you see there's a few other people kind of congregate. You see those three. You see the dragonborn, the bird, and the tiefling congregating together. You see most of the groups off to the side congregating together, and then you see a few other stragglers that are kind of beginning to form at this time. Seems 3 of the 6 groups, or yeah, 6 times 5 is 30. Or yeah, 3 of the 6 groups have fully formed. 2 of them are partially formed, and 1 seems to have at least 3 of their 5 members.
It wouldn't take much of a perception check if you're relatively close to hear Riona, because when she speaks, she is projecting, right? She has a very clear voice that rings out a bit.
Um,
I'm assuming like it was told to me on the letter I was in Group D as well.
Yep. The bottom of your letter would be Group D. Oh God, I have to change that name. You changed it on me. I forgot.
Oh, me?
No.
No, I did.
Oh,
Ophelia.
Oh, by the way, no. Damn it.
while that's going on, well, actually, if we want to introduce her character, that's fine. Do that first.
All right. It's too late.
Please describe
What's-
your character as you overhear 3 individuals talking about Group D, as you too have Group D on the bottom of your letter.
Ophelia is you can tell that she is a high elf. She stands at about 5'6". She's pretty lean. Her hair is black. However, the front fringe and a part of her bangs is like a light blue color, and then she has some hair that like frames her face that fades into like a light pink, kind of reminiscent of cotton candy. But the black part of her hair is pretty black. There doesn't really seem to be much color to it, other than maybe a blue. And that's pretty much it. She's in character art. I don't know
Fucking
how to
mint.
describe things.
Okay.
Why does that look like Symmetra?
I don't even know who that is. Oh, her hair is also extremely long. If she's facing away from you, you can tell that it's all the way down to her ankles.
Nice. That's some long ass hair.
And she has a pouch in the back, where 2 daggers are attached, and a short sword that has a tassel on it that has that's golden in color. It looks like it was taken either from like a beast or like another person.
Nice.
Looks like a memento. Is that Overwatch?
Yes, it
Yes.
is, and it's not a bad thing. Symmetra's a fucking great character. How do you spell your character's name though?
Ophelia?
Yeah, like regularly.
Yeah, Ophelia.
Yep, cool.
So if she hears them talking, she does look around. and she quickly masks it, but her lip curls a little bit as she approaches. I presume you guys are Group D then.
That would be correct.
I look up at her, turn my head sideways. I stab things.
No, that's me.
She looks down at him and is like, "Oh, you don't look like you stab things."
While they're beginning to engage, I'll just say it while it's going on. My character is going to kind of not sneak at them, but he's going to be super like unnoticed as he walks up slowly, like while using their distraction talking to walk up to them.
Sure.
To the point, well, like I'm just gonna start talking. We'll do it this way. I'm basically gonna be like right behind this high elf, like and look around the corner and says, "Is this?" I'm assuming this is group D. Like out of nowhere, it's gonna be very eloquently spoken, kind of like an elf, but
Yeah,
it's gonna be like surprising.
if you want, roll a stealth check.
Let's see what we can do, boys.
First, roll the game.
Does that
Get it.
19 work?
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Good kickoff, dude. Good kickoff.
You can confidently, you feel confident when you sneak up on the group. That no one seems to be aware that as they're all mid conversation, you encroach and speak up.
Uh,
Wonderful. That would make you our fifth.
oh, no,
As I
no.
have said before, my name is Riona, and how might we address you?
Oh. My name is Varys. Let me guess. Riona. Gonna point at the tiefling. Gonna point the right behind him. Little friend, was it? And look at um look at Leon and say, Leon, and then kind of peer around like this one, and the one that gave the funny face, you must be who? I don't think she said her name yet.
She did not.
Yep. And you are?
Ophelia.
Nice to meet you. Well, I'll be like not looking around and up, more like looking around and down. I don't know who's the tallest at this point, but anyway.
Definitely fucking probably not Ophelia.
Had to guess it's probably Riona is the tallest one at 6'1".
Yeah. So then I would look up to you and then kind of look down, kind of just around. Nice to meet you all.
Pleasure.
How do you spell your character's name?
Oh, Vaeriss.
Ophelia's gonna look around to see what the other groups are doing.
At this point,
To just observe.
At this point, the you notice that the three groups that were formed are already gone. The remaining two, are one of them is talking to the half elf mage, and the other one's kind of just standing off to the side waiting. It seems.
Right. Well, it seems like we're a little behind the curve. I suggest we get a move on. And then she kind of just starts walking off.
Agreed. We should go.
Yes.
Little one, you ready?
Behind the curve.
Right. And off we shall march.
As you guys go to walk towards the group that is talking to the high elf, you watch it within a second. They all vanish, leaving the next group to walk up. Short interaction. It seems there's another gentleman behind the half elf. You see a human, potentially a fighter, as they have a long sword at their side, but they also have like a, you know how those vendors have like boxes and their ropes around their neck and they're holding
Yeah.
like at a, he has a box and there's rations on one side and health potions on the other, and it seems they're selling rations to those that need it or health potions. But you watch the group after a short exchange, they vanish as well, leaving the 5 of you, the sole group left.
It would appear that if we need to top off our inventory, now's the time.
Ah, yes. If you need potions, we can provide those for a price.
Okay, do we need to add our extra money?
I should have already added it. If
No, Danny, you ruined it.
I know I ruined it. I didn't want to ruin it, but you did it. So I was like, gotta give him the money.
Oh,
No.
my 69 gold to start.
Why can't I? Why?
Yeah.
Why can I never find prices?
I don't know. You should probably bookmark them.
I do, and then it's just gone. Like,
Where's the rest? Hold on. Like
Mag search table. Control
Special.
find. Control C. Control.
That's 7. That's 50. I should probably have the other. Yeah.
No. Oh, there's no way a potion of healing's 50. Is it 50 gold pieces?
I bet.
I think so, actually. I hate my life.
Hmm.
There we go. Why don't you tell me either?
Well, before I go pee real quick, Riona will speak up for a
Oh
moment.
yeah, 50 gold piece.
Oh, there we go. Never mind. I shall hold it.
He looks at you. If you need health potions, it will be 50 gold pieces per. If you need a set of rations, it will be a single gold piece for a week. So, if say you guys have 7 rations in your inventory or 10, one ration counts for 3 days or for 3 meals. So a day's worth of rations. That's how I will be running how rations work, because
One ration equals 1 day's worth of food. Good.
makes it easy.
Good.
It makes sense.
How about how about a good berry? That's like a whole day, right?
A good berry? No, that I think.
That's one meal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like a meal piece, right?
yeah. So one good berry would be for a meal. So you would still need 2 meals for that day.
That's true.
I myself don't have much need for potions, but I do have about 100 gold to spare for those who need it. And I myself will. I have to be bad.
Okay,
I'm gonna do the same real quick.
Okay. And let me double check. You don't think I gave you? Did you fill out everything for that. Ah, you just needed. Yeah. Okay, that. Never mind.
Yeah, get that.
What's that? What's with the noises?
We
Oh.
like noises.
Do they have healer kits available for purchase?
All you see is potions of healing and rations.
Yep.
Okay.
I was paying attention to that one. So how'd you come up with the name Ophelia?
I'm sure it was Hamlet, right?
No.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Her entire family is because Amaryllis's entire family was themed off of plants and flowers.
Yes, ma'am.
This one's family is based off of constellations and celestial bodies. Because I believe Ophelia means something with the heavens.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Also, correction. 5 silver pieces for 1 day's worth of ration. So
Okay.
a single gold for 2 days worth of rations, if you wish. But we'll wait for everyone to get back. Make sure if you need to go pee now.
How much? Oh yeah, silver is
1 silver or 10 silver is a gold piece.
big. Okay, maybe 5. So, well, wait. I'll just give him. How much does it look like he has?
It's full. It seems like he has about on one side about 8 health potions, and then on the other side he has probably like 10 packs of rations. So 10 days worth of rations. But
I'll.
There's
Hmm.
there's also a crate behind him, so you assume there's probably more with your
Okay.
passive investigation.
Gotcha. I guess because 1 gold is 10. I guess I'll give him. There's 1 of us. I'll give him 10 gold pieces and take as many rations as that's worth.
Yeah, that's 20 rations, so he just like kind of puts down like just he puts down the card and then turns around, grabs 10 more and puts them down. So 20 rations for you, however you want to divide them amongst the group.
Yeah. I mean, for the moment, I'll hold on to him.
I look up to Rayon and hand you a coin purse, and I say, provide for a price.
Oh, were you wanting potions, little one?
Yes.
Shaking his head, yes. Okay.
Yes. For some reason, my mic is not picking up everything. I'm gonna have to fix that.
How much gold do you have and how many potions do you want?
I give you 65 gold. Above table, I've got you. You would know anyway. I have 7 days worth of rations,
Yeah.
so I
So
think I'm solid on the rations.
Yeah, I have extra as well.
So I would definitely anything healing.
Okay, so that'll be 1 potion and you'll get 15 gold back.
It's just a regular healing potion, right? DM.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not giving you anything regular,
I
anything
just
higher than a regular.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna hand you a supreme potion of healing randomly. Like, here you go.
I think that's warranted.
Hmm.
I
For,
am.
for fucking 50
Totally.
gold, perfect idea.
I'm an idiot. So yeah.
All right, Ophelia's going to purchase 1 potion.
Yeah, 50 gold. He hands you a potion as well.
I thought she was gonna. Because this is supposed to be a week journey.
Yep.
Uh,
7-day
you,
event.
you definitely saw me
So,
buy a ton of rations, so
uh huh. So that would be 10 silver pieces. One gold piece equals 10 silver pieces, and then she hands him another gold for 2 sets of rations.
What? He hands you 2 days worth of rations.
This man's selling us random shit. What does he look like?
Human. He's about 5'9", 5'10", short, brown hair, tan skin, brown eyes, sword at his side, leather armor. He has a shield propped up against the crate behind him. Middle-aged. It seems like he's probably been an adventurer for a while, more than likely. He's probably 40-ish, early 40s.
Shield and sword.
Shield and
Ophelia's
sword.
gonna tell the man thank you as she takes
Ah.
her stuff and starts putting it in her bag.
Thank you. And good luck on your quest.
If the gods would allow.
Did anyone need a donation for funds to get a potion, or is everybody pretty good?
I think I'm solid.
Okay. In that case, I will purchase 1 potion just in case.
50 gold.
Do. Bomba.
Martial classes. I stab things.
No, little one. Specifically, you are a healer. Healer.
I've only seen a couple of his kind before.
I myself have never seen one before. It's quite rare, really. At least where I'm from. But
Yes.
I've grown to like him. We have journeyed for the better part of a year to get here, so we've made it this far. I don't plan on losing him anytime soon.
which way did you guys travel here?
We came from the material plane. We ended up towards the north and journeyed south through the Fey realm. At one point or another, we ended up getting a letter, and thus we are here.
I open my beak and start mimicking goblin battle cries.
Oh, I loathe when you do that. You know this.
Well, could be worse. Could have been giants.
Yes, I imagine giants aren't the most pleasure of sorts, but goblins don't fare much better. Disgusting little cretins, really.
With a funny face.
Yes, they do have a funny face. Less funny, more ugly. Regardless, are we ready to step 2?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We have purpose. Let us move forth towards. And Rihanna will go ahead and approach the whoever's available, the half elf or
You see the robed figure, the wizard, the mage. He's a high elf. The hood's kind of up, but you do clearly see his face, slender, pale skin, blue eyes. You see a tint of blonde hair peek from the hood. Seems you're ready then.
Indeed.
He pulls out a bag. Distribute this amongst your group. There are 5 arcane orbs that will capture the essence of the magical beast. And then he pulls out another bag and begins to hand each one of you what looks to be like a thin, almost like a pencil, but it's black, and you see some arcane runes on it. If your group is in dire needs, or you wish to give up, just break this stick, and you will return here. Any questions?
I take he is handing out the orbs to one for each of us, correct? Or is this
He
just a
handed-
bag?
He handed the bag to whoever wishes to grab it from him, saying there's an orb in there for each person.
Okay.
But he's individually handing out the sticks to everyone.
Okay, so I
Um,
grab the stick and I look
I
at
took
him.
the bag.
Yep. That's not in D&D, is it?
No,
Okay, so I have
I
to
made
write
up both. I made up both of those things, and
I has give up stick.
you can make custom items. Say, word of recall stick, if anything, or and then just arcane orb. He looks at you.
Ophelia hands out the orbs to everybody.
Thank you.
Behind the curve.
Varys will take it and pretty closely inspect it.
You just see this like small, almost bead. Probably could be a fake eye if you wanted it to be, but clear. You, what's your passive investigation?
15.
15. You do see very faint arcane sigils like within the orb. It's kind of crazy how intricate these arcane sigils are. Someone would have had to use like a small little tool to just etch them in this orb.
Varys will like kind of whip back his cloak at this point and to put it in like the pouch at his side. And if anyone's looking in that direction, for the first time they'll actually see one of looks to be a pair of blades at his side, which are two. If you familiar, they're 2 scimitars, one on each side. And he puts it in a pouch that looks like it can hold an unfamiliar set of things, but he'll just put it away.
What kind of vibe am I getting off Xander right now?
Roll an insight check. What are you looking for?
On the up and up, anything underhanded, if he's looking at us any special type of way?
Okay.
18.
18. He positioned himself in a way that he's farthest away from the tiefling. That's about it.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like he's doing anything else shady. He just seems like he's doing his job that he was told to do, sending off new potential recruits and hoping they get back or not. He doesn't seem like he cares either way.
Okay.
Legitness.
I am clocking that.
Would I gain? Would I have like perceived that as well, that he's standing away from the tiefling?
roll a investigation check or an insight check.
Uh, a nat 20 work for 25.
Goodness, right?
Yeah, you clearly see he is positioning himself away from the tiefling, which is kind of normal. Most people would.
Ophelia definitely is as well.
That was sorry guys, that was a nat 20 because I have advantage. It's up level 1. But okay. Very well.
Yeah. But yeah, he looks.
I guess with all those insights, you would have seen that like she didn't even like she kind of handed each of you the orb, but she kind of dropped Leon's orb in his hand
Hmm.
as not to touch him.
If I would unless the DM requires me to run, I feel like I probably would see that.
Yeah, with your pass, Xander was hiding his very discreetly. She
Right.
was not.
Mhm.
So
I am not.
Okay.
So your passive insight or investigation would cover that.
Yeah, she's not hiding it at all.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Well, from here I will teleport you to where I have no clue. It'll be somewhere within the northern forest. We've set anywhere between 10 to 15 waypoints, and they are at random. You will not be sent anywhere near the other contestants as if any competitive or incident may occur. That I assure you, at least. But if you're ready, say the word.
We are.
You see him pull from beneath a robe a spellbook, and he begins to turn the pages. It takes about a minute for him to start casting, and then with a flash, you find yourselves being shunted to a far distant land. I'll need someone to roll a d100 for me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
While they do that, could I get a good look at that book?
33.
33.
Oh no.
Okay, let me.
Oh no.
All level 1 characters die here.
Let me double
We're in
check.
a volcano.
Teleportation. Let me double
Hey,
check my
man.
chart.
I done burned all my good rolls. Don't worry. But
Right out the gate, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know, dude.
Hmm.
I can perceive a lot of shit.
What were you asking though?
If I could get a good look at his book while he was thumbing through.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation?
Yeah, you're trying to investigate his book.
14.
14. You see. You definitely see his book. But what languages do you speak?
I don't speak anything.
Oh, or what languages can you read?
Common. That's
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Only common.
I can only
You
read
understand?
common, but it doesn't matter if I can understand it. Do I see it?
It's in Elvish.
Okay. Is there a lot of glyphs and symbols on the page too?
Between it with a 14, he's turning his the book, so you see like quick glimpses. It seems like it's in his handwriting, and there are glyphs here and there, but it's like his own method of casting spells on each page. Like there's spells on these pages, but it's how would I say it? They are
Eligible to him.
legible to him, but they're also like shorthanded. So
Okay.
it's not
Oh,
like
doctor's notes. Just think of
essentially.
pharmacy people.
Yeah, essentially. Okay, so you rolled a 33.
We'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. We're fine.
You're not dead, so that's good. Especially since it's technically considered a run. I won't spoil that for you.
We're just horribly, horribly maimed. I'm not dead.
In the early morning, 5 of you now find yourself in what looks to be an opening to a not a cove, but like it just happens to be like there's a lot of trees, and there happens to be just a singular spot within this forest where there's enough room for maybe 10 or 15 people to stand. Almost like there's a set designation for you guys to teleport to that was found. But you find yourself in the middle of a forest that you've never been to.
Cool. So same.
Immediately, Varys is gonna just start looking around, seeing if he can spot anything that's like just look, basically just scan the area.
Yeah,
Just to
roll a
see.
perception check. What are you looking for?
Looking for any I guess paths that could be there, or animal tracks, or anything that would give indication of like what we're there to do, which is to hunt down creatures. Oh my yikers! Natty 1, dude. I don't know shit.
You're in a middle of an unfamiliar forest.
Fair.
Early morning. It seems like tracks here. The only tracks you see are the tracks that you leave as you are starting to like move about the cabin.
Because they haven't started serving drinks yet for this flight.
Exactly.
Okay. When it comes
What
to
am I looking at?
wait, what?
What are we looking at? I'll do it.
I will start listening for wildlife sounds, please.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Yep. And
You hear in the distance, maybe a little bit north to you, the sound of a few calls of some birds.
what kind of birds? I would
Don't know.
I would know. I speak bird.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec.
No, yeah, okay, the motherfucker with a beak, Daniel.
Oh.
Caw.
I thought about picking this class.
Caw, tookie.
Well, it would appear that we're all in one piece, yes? As I take a glance around, just to...
Rook fins.
Fuck yes.
What?
Rook fins.
Rook fins?
Yep.
Oh, is a type of bird. Okay.
That's just for me.
Pulled that just out of nowhere.
I love it. This is the kind of D&D experience I've been itching for.
Don't worry. At the end of the session, I'm going to Google Fey birds and just get a massive list and just start.
That's gonna make me
Every
so
time.
happy.
Even if they're not real, they're gonna be real. I don't care.
Fucking love it, dude.
He's gonna be rolling D100s every time.
I
Where
take
am
a
I gonna
look
get him
at
today.
Riona as soon as she says that, and don't plan on losing him.
Yes, that's right. Just like before, we'll stick together. Well, if we have any hopes of accomplishing this task, I suggest we get to tracking a beast of some sort.
Ophelia's already on it. What? I was just waiting. What do I see with my elf eyes?
Roll perception check.
Yes. Your
Can I do an
elf
investigation check instead?
eyes.
I'm not really.
What are you looking for? Are you like looking on the ground for tracks? Are you just looking about? What are you doing?
Probably looking on the ground. She's not looking around. I mean, obviously, we're probably in a clearing. She's probably going to go to the edge of the clearing before she starts looking for tracks, though, in the
Okay, roll
trees.
an investigation check for me.
Wait, where are we on this little? Right in the middle.
Wait, is there a
What?
map?
12.
The map that's on was the city of McCann's. I do not have a map for the general location because that would be a lot of map.
Well, I just wanted to see if there was a map. Oh, that's McCann.
There's not.
Nice.
It took me forever to do that map. So, but 12. Not any tracks, at least within the circle. It seems, with a 12 investigation, it seems whatever teleported you here potentially keeps away magical beast, more than likely. You probably have to
Right, then.
tread deeper into this forest to.
Okay, that's what she does. I would say I probably just went north.
Do I know what directions or which directions?
Yeah, easy enough. You look up, you see the sun, and you'll be able to find out which direction's north.
I'll go approach where I would assume I would have seen her like inspect the ground.
Yeah.
Or at least notice. I'll go and I will also inspect that to see if or I'll go towards that area. Take a glance at it. I'm assuming I would
You watched her look down and then just start heading north, so she's already deep into the forest.
all right, then I'm gonna kind of just be like, I guess we need to follow Lone Wolf up here, and I'm just gonna go to where she looked down, and what do I see?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, we did advantage.
Come, little one. Best not be left behind.
20.
Button right after you.
That there are probably no magical beast in this area at all. You would have to travel farther away.
I guess I will start low key tracking our elf up here. His run.
Leon is gonna loosely follow everyone.
Loose.
All right. As the group begins to travel north, we're gonna roll our first d20 for me.
Oh, I won't do it this time.
I'm on it. Not too shabby.
Nice.
Pretty good.
D16. All right. Roll a d6 for me now.
Okay. Nice. Although that will not be.
Why did I? What the fuck? as you guys are traveling through the forest, you spend most of what seems the morning finding no tracks until you find like what seems to be a dirt road, and you see like a thin path, not a dirt road, but like a walking path or a traveling path. And as you look down, you guys see what looks to be a individual walking down the road, cloak, massive pack on his back, and he's just walking down the road.
Towards us?
Just walking down the road, in the direction you guys, but not like where you're at, but not at you guys.
Yeah. Mm. How far?
He's about 120 feet at this point.
Um.
I
just
duck
like-
behind Rihanna.
Mm.
I say we have our objective. We leave him go. We have more important matters to attend to.
It's only
Right,
one
okay.
guy,
Can
right?
Leon,
Only one guy. He's wearing a cloak, dark brown cloak. Can't really see his face from this distance, and a massive backpack. What did you say, Leon?
can I get a good look at this person from where I'm at? Able to tell anything?
Roll a If you're going for a good look, roll an investigation check, and tell me what you're looking for.
Where are these investigation checks? I was never told.
It's right there on your character sheet.
Is it senses?
No.
skills.
So are you on your phone?
He's on the tablet, which is
I'm
the
on
same,
the tablet.
the same as the phone.
Okay. So you should be able to click on your character sheet and let me.
It should be under
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, there'll be a skills tab or a.
So if you hit ability, saves, and senses, and then there should be a skill tab right under. And if you scroll down, there should be investigation.
I see. All right.
Seven. You can't make anything out. He's still a good distance away.
It's like 120 feet away. Yeah.
Yeah. He is encroaching. He's about 100 feet away now.
Ooh.
I agree. I believe we keep moving. This doesn't concern us.
Ophelia is still moving along. She is occasionally looking for tracks.
You guys cross the road and continue moving north.
It would appear so.
Is are there any any like shrubbery along the way and stuff that I could look for maybe material components of stuff and such.
Roll a survival check. What are you looking for?
Particularly hold on. Rose petals, crickets, or I'm assuming no fine sand around here, so probably either rose petals or crickets more likely.
Rose petals and crickets? Yeah, roll a survival check.
23.
23. As you guys are traveling, as you get across the road, you hear footsteps behind you as the gentleman keeps on walking along the road, pays you guys no mind whatsoever. But you keep going as Ophelia is kind of in the lead of this. You're probably like in the middle of the group. You stop here and there and find some flowers that look safe to take for components, and takes you a little bit during the travels, but it is about time you do find like 1 or 2 crickets.
Okay.
But it is midday now. I would almost probably time to eat.
I'll start looking for like a kind of like a sheltered clearing that we could like use. Like a kind of like off the side of this that we could be kind of a bit protected. Am I protected?
Yeah, roll another
Hear
survival
from you.
check.
Wait, before you do that, do I see him go off to look around?
I would assume so. I don't think he's trying to be sneaky or hiding.
How about this now?
Okay, so I walk up behind you and start mimicking the call of the rookfins that we all heard earlier, and I cast guidance on you.
Then I can use it in what skill?
Your next roll, anything.
The new
For a
one
minute.
is different.
You
The new
have
one's different. You have to actually, unless we're just going by the
you
old
touch a
rules.
willing creature and choose a skill. Well, whatever you're rolling through your survival skill.
Okay, I'll roll it, and 13, I guess.
It takes you a good 15 minutes of going through this forest to find a place undisturbed that wouldn't disturb the local wildlife and the local wildlife and the trees and plants.
All right, and I'll just kind of once I find it, I'll kind of like pop my head out towards them and say like, found somewhere we can rest.
Right, we've covered plenty of ground. Does not hurt to fuel our bodies. So I'm guessing we hunker down and consume rations.
Yes. And during that time, I'd like to use those crickets to do the thing we talked about. Make the roll.
Yeah, roll
2d20s, I'm assuming.
Yep. Actually,
One of them definitely didn't work.
yeah, one's a natural 1, so that definitely is just a failure. And the other one would be next time roll a medicine check.
Oh, gotcha. So it'd be +5 on that, so it'd be a 20.
Yep. It
So
would be 19.
So it'd be 19. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So it is potent. It's
Gotcha. Effective, yeah. Okay, I'll write it down. I'll keep a check on a few of them.
as you guys find yourself in the clearing, kind of sitting amongst the trees, you hear the calls of more rookfens. What do you guys do as you kind of rest for a brief, as it is now you've been traveling for a good 6 to 7 hours on foot?
I definitely I scarf down my food, and I mean like scarf down. It's gone within a minute. And I take my time. I sit back and I almost all you see from me is my eyes are closed, and I'm just mimicking all the bird calls that we've heard in this area. Bird calls y'all have probably never heard before. And I'm just sitting there in a trance for what I'm assuming will be 10 minutes while y'all do whatever it is you're doing.
So I guess while he's doing that, Riona would have undone some of the wrappings to kind of relieve the weight of her equipment, all the various drums to rest on the ground. After she eats, she'll go ahead and get down on both of her knees and close her eyes and begin to do a ritual casting.
Mm-hmm.
Leon is like 20, 30 feet from everyone, not kind of trusting of the group yet, eating alone, just by himself.
Once I'm done with all that and I've eaten, I'll kind of I'll hear the calls and I'm gonna go like investigate the direction they're starting to come from.
Coming from your companion at this point.
Ophelia's probably going to be eaten and looking.
So the ones that aren't ritual casting, roll some survival checks to see if you can pick up on anything while you're in this part of the forest.
20.
20?
7.
7?
Dang.
I swear to God, this
3.
fucking-
Dang, the dice are unkind.
I'm
I am
very
so tired of D&D Beyond.
We all
Just
are.
roll better electronic dice, Ashley. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get my pouch. I'll be back.
uh,
We're not doing this shit this time.
a 20. You with a 20, I'll have you roll a d6 for me. Yeah, d6.
I don't know this is gotcha.
Stop yawning, Thomas.
I
Fuck
can't
you.
help
Let's
it.
go.
As the 5 of you are sitting there, you get through your ritual casting, you get through your what is everyone's passive perception?
15.
11.
15.
15?
9.
9. Two of you, I think, Varus, you notice it first. You see a bush, like movement in a bush. And then little
Dice
one,
cure.
you notice another separate bush begin to move.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Yeah, about been 10 minutes.
Can I go ahead and complete my ritual casting?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, so I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
So in 30 feet, if it's not blocked by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead, do I detect anything magical, and or what school of magic do I detect?
You do detect magic, and it's all around you. And I'll need you guys to roll initiative.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Roll
First
low.
combat of the new campaign.
What the fuck, dude? No. This is all right.
19. 19, baby.
Where's initiative?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I
Initiative
got
would
it.
be
I
on the
got
main
it.
one.
Found it. All right, nice.
Hell yeah. This is why we do in real life.
Um, so
Man, we do
That digital shit.
I know I didn't
I think
want
the
to roll
digital
high
shit
on
was
this
fucking
one,
you,
and
but-
your boy still
Yeah.
fucking did.
keep put yourselves somewhere in
Oh,
this vicinity.
is there a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so Leon said he was very far away. Is that where you want to be?
I'm not seeing a map. Where's this at?
It'll be.
Oh,
Come here.
So his phone
Oh,
needs to be on the character sheet. His tablet needs to be on the.
No, my
Valid.
I just need to know where on the tablet to find the map.
So it should be. There'll be a play button, but I don't know where the fuck it's at.
It doesn't
Is
do
it the
it
one
on
next to
tablet.
the-
You have to be on the actual interweb on the D&D Beyond
Uh-oh.
physical site to be
Yeah.
able to see the map. There is no play button on the.
So on your
the app.
on the character app, if you hit the ability save instances, go all the way down. It says view character on website. If you hit that, it'll pull you up to the character sheet. You'll see campaign 2, and then like a triangle. I hit that triangle, and it should pull up the map. Or at least
Oh, I can see the map yet.
There you go. Hell yeah. So if that's
Perfect.
where you're gonna be, you know my ass is right there.
How many did I set for these? Oh, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There we go.
Bro, are you attacking us with Bush?
Yep.
I grew up in the
watch-
90s. I got this shit.
As you guys notice, shrubs are moving.
The hell?
Right, so Leon rolled 16, Ophelia rolled, I don't
15.
know.
Yeah, I'm not using the digital dice anymore because fuck that shit.
I'll need to see the roll then.
It was a 12. I sent it to you. Is it not in your thingy?
Nope.
Fine, I'll reroll it again.
Fires
You should have
19.
just taken the 12. Ready?
Where are you sending it?
Your physical inbox, Daniel. That roll was a 20. So for 23.
Fuck yeah.
It would have been it's the first one.
All right, Ophelia, you are up first. As
Press
the
button.
trees begin to move. Not the trees, but the shrubs.
We do love moving shrubs. She is going to pull out her short sword. And she's going to attack Shrub A.
Okay.
Why did I do it on the app?
because I need to see it, and it's gonna be a lot easier than rolling than taking a picture. That'll just slow us down.
Yeah, and D&D Beyond is being a piece of shit. So it is an 8 for this time, but I'm
Suffer
not
like the
doing this
rest of
digital
us.
shit anymore.
Right? That misses.
No shit. That's the end of my turn.
Whisper of the Light, you're up.
Okay, how many people are? How close are you? Oh yeah, you're fucking well within. 100%. I close my eyes. You see my feathers ruffle a little bit, and as they settle down, you see a wave of magic come off, and it fills you with comfort and warmth. You feel a little inspired, and I cast Bless at first level. And I am blessing Virus, Ryona, and Ophelia. I am,
Varys, Riona, and Ophelia, you said?
yes.
Okay.
And that
That's
is,
plus D4, right?
it is a plus D4, yes, sir. Oh, and I am concentrating on shit, so I will be, I don't know, I'll do something that, you know, as long as I'm concentrating, my giant D20 was sitting on my keyboard, so that way I know I'm concentrating.
That's why I put the yellow circle around you.
I'm not going to remember that shit, my guy. I need something like big and in front of my face.
Very well. Any movement?
I am looking for. I am. No, I'm not going to move.
Okay. That's the end of your turn then?
That is.
Alright, Varys, you're up.
Is this shrub literally within melee range of you now?
You should be.
Okay. Well, I guess I will. Since he's so close, I'll draw scimitars and take a swing.
Okay.
9 plus 4. Let's see it. 13.
Hits.
Nice.
So we will do a big fat 3 damage to this bush.
Alright.
Slashing, if that makes any difference here. Actually, oh, and then I'll. Oh, I don't add the ability modder for the next attack, but I'll use my bonus action to do a second swing with the other blade. I just can't use the +4 on the attack. That's weird. So whatever this is, minus the 4, I guess,
Why would you get a second attack?
because of 2 weapon fighting. I just don't get the +4, so it would just be a 16 as my bonus action.
Oh, alright.
Well, it'll be 16 plus whatever, but considering I'm assuming that hit, I won't even worry about the D4.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Well, it'll be 16. It'll be right now when I hit with the first one, I get the modifier, but the second one don't get the modifier. But so it'll still be a 16, but I'm assuming it hits. So
It hits.
we'll roll for damage, which is 8 more damage for a total of 11. And that will be it for me.
So you don't add your modifier to the damage. The modifier is the same for the attack, but the damage is different. So like you'll do 6 damage, you won't do 8, but it's still +4 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, because it says at the bottom, but you don't add your strength or dexterity
rolls.
modifier to the damage roll.
Gotcha. Okay, so I do 6 damage then. So.
Yep.
That's it. So I do 9 damage
Yep.
instead.
And if you refresh, you now have your bonus action, your scimitar, under that bonus action, so you see what it looks like.
Oh, I see it. Okay, gotcha.
All right, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Leon, you're up.
Can I move closer to everybody else? I'm a little far away now. Use
You
my
wanna-
movement.
You want to get closer to the group and not the shrubs?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's what you want to do. You have 30 feet of movement, so whatever direction you want to move.
Like right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I think I want to firebolt Awakened Shrub F.
All right, roll an attack.
God
$25.
That's
damn,
a
all right.
natural 20.
A natty 20. Oh, wow, okay.
Bring us
Roll
home.
damage.
Fuck that particular bush.
So that is 12 points of damage as you guys watch as the tiefling conjures flame and shoots it directly at one of the shrubs, and you just watch it just burn. All right, one shrub down.
I think that's the end of my turn.
All right, is now Awakened Shrub A's turn. He's gonna roll an attack on Ophelia. That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
All right.
What do the
That's the end.
attacks look like?
It looks like the shrub is trying to consume whatever's in front of it.
Okay.
So it's like trying to take in the space that. All right. It's now this shrub's turn. It's gonna attack Varys. That is a 13 as well. For Varys.
He shook his head no.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, mouth was full.
We'll do C's turn. This one's gonna move in right there. Roll an attack on Ophelia. That's a natural 1. All right. It's D's turn.
These nuts.
It's kind of close in. All right, there.
Got him.
Oh, he is in range. That's gonna be 17 to hit, Leon.
That does good.
All right. You take 1 point of slashing damage as it kind of cuts into your shin.
Watch out, it's an ankle biter.
I should be nibbling.
This one's gonna close in. Yes, this one closes in all the way, and
Are these things walking, or are they just kind of like?
you just see like a bush moving across the ground.
Like this.
Gotcha.
That's a natural 20 for a 21 to hit Leon.
Well,
You take 2 whole points of damage because they only do 1 point of damage.
Woo!
oh, okay. You fall.
But I mean, level 1, 2 hits. Boy's looking hurt.
All right,
It
that's the end.
definitely sting.
All right, Riona, you are up.
Okay. So as the battle begins, Rayona's going to grab the largest drum from her drum set and basically set it down in front of her. I guess if I like right around here.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she's going to move to the opposite side of it to go back and back with Leon. And the unseen servant that she ritually cast during our little downtime has 2 sticks and is going to start beating the drum rhythmically as she whips out her own 2 sticks and begins to drum back and forth. And she's going to go ahead and let out what feels like in your chest, Leon. It starts to like vibrate and reverberate as she's starting to do this very low growl and towards the base of her throat and into her chest, kind of like a gator's growl. And as you feel that reverberating in your chest, she's casting Healing Word on you.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic.
Are we watching Marco Polo right now, brother?
Hell yeah.
You heal 9 points.
Yeah.
Shit.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's see. Healing Word is a bonus action, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. Okay. Which means for my action, I'll go ahead and take... After that, she's going to stop beating the drum so she can rotate. And from here, as she's continuing that low growl, it'll suddenly come to a stop. And then she takes a huge breath and exhales with her breath weapon. So
Nice.
I'm going to target, obviously, Shrub D and E.
Yeah.
I believe is it a dex save? They must make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. That's an 8.
That
And
does
a
not
5.
succeed. Fail. Both fail. They take 2 damage apiece.
What kind of cold damage?
It is cold damage.
Right.
Nice.
Alright, that was action, bonus action, and movement.
I like it a lot.
Oh, I forgot to mention, as the battle started and as she started beating on the drums, she basically slipped her arms underneath her robes and shot her arms up and out. She is completely bare-chested.
Cool.
We love a muscle mommy.
Fuck yeah.
I wouldn't say she's like a muscle mommy, but like, you know, she's definitely got some meat to her. She's got some muscle to her, but I wouldn't put her at muscle mommy.
She big
Sick.
boned it.
6'1", got a low meat on her. That's muscle mommy material, my guy.
Hey, do with that what you will.
Bro, or emotes
All
is
right.
fucking improving now.
I think our entire previous party is like, yes.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right. Ophelia, you are up.
Does a 9 hit?
You are
It does.
blessed.
Oh yeah, so you get a D4 added on there.
Oh,
if
that's
it
right.
didn't hit.
Never mind, it's an 11.
But
Hits either way.
9 hit.
That is 9 damage to Shrub A.
Not 98. 9.
No, definitely 98.
Wild.
Oh! And then I cast Booming Blade on the shrub.
Yes.
Okay.
And because I want it to follow me, I'm gonna move back. They do have opportunity attack.
Alright.
Hit me.
The first one's gonna try to swing on you at a 2 for a 3. And then the second one's gonna try to swing on you. That is a 14 to hit.
And meets beats.
You take 1 point of damage.
Mm.
Guys, I'm dead.
No, don't say that.
Is it even possible to have 1 hit point besides being a commoner?
What do you
Yes.
think?
Anyway, that
Commoner.
was. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Commoner chiller, probably, but most commoners have.
There
Yeah.
are plenty of curses and debuffs that decrease your maximum HP and or your constitution score. So it's possible if you're cursed.
Nice.
Only
Anyway,
curse
that
here
was.
is
What's the curse?
I don't know. There are several creatures that can curse you, and
I meant-
eventually it depletes your maximum HP pool until you eventually fucking die.
yeah.
No, I know exactly what those are. We battled one. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that was strength. Anyway,
Same
I
difference.
think that
Even scarier.
was my turn.
All right.
Yeah, you
Whisper.
almost killed me with that.
I almost killed you. Yes.
Nope.
But you didn't. But did
Yeah.
you die?
Did I die?
It was definitely the highlight of Hyde's fucking entire goddamn campaign. I saved somebody's life that day.
You did. Whispering Light.
Alright,
You're up.
so
Oh, Whisper of the Light.
Whisper of
I don't
the
know
Light. Whispering
Whispering
Light.
Light.
Whispering Eye, doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know exactly what that is, bro. That one's not lost on you, boy.
I am still concentrating. Everything starts looking terrible right now.
All the dead. I'm just kidding.
Varys hit Shrub B, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
For about 9 damage. Yeah, 9 damage.
So then, I'm going to. Oh, but you walked away.
You, as a group, you all noticed fire definitely was very effective.
I bet it was. I'm going to stand right there. Damn it. Yeah, that's fine. You're within eye shot and less than 20 feet away, so I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. Yeah,
Little crow.
I am going to take my lantern out, and you see a wave of silverish energy boom off the lantern, and it surrounds Awakened Shrub B, and I cast Toll the Dead. He has to make a wisdom saving throw of 13, please.
Wisdom save for a bush. That's a 10.
Cool. And because he was previously hurt, it turns into a D12, correct?
Yeah.
So he takes. A bush takes. Fuck yeah. 10 points of necrotic damage. Right?
Yeah.
Necrotic damage. So all of his
Watch as-
wounds, all of his wounds that he probably did, the booming energy comes around there and just starts spreading them apart further.
Nice.
That would be it. And it still leaves, no. It is a cantrip, so it still leaves me for a bonus action. And I'm going to save that. That ends. Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. Varus, you're up.
All right. Varys gonna see that that bush is like dealt with. So is that an action to switch to my bow? Basically,
It's for-
fucking-
It's not an action. It's free.
I'll just better yet, I'm gonna switch to you know what, yeah, I'll just do my bow this time. I'll switch to my bow, and I'm going to move slightly kind of in between to get vision. And let me see the okay. So we're going to attack shrub C.
Why are you a crackhead? Come here.
Yeah, we'll do that. 13 plus.
It's
Okay. We'll hit it for 10 damage.
Oh yeah.
And
the-
does that kill it? Or is it still up? Technically.
It's up.
Bonus action will be casting Hail of Thorns. Telling it to make
It's dead.
Oh, you said it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, how about that?
How about that?
That was 10 feet.
Yo.
So what I'll do is do math here real quick. I will very much like to use the rest of my movement to get pretty much right there.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right. Leon, you're up.
I'm going to just take a stab at Shrubby in front of me.
Yeah, go for it. Stab him like you mean it.
An 8.
Does not hit.
That's not stabbing. Do you have a D4?
No.
Doesn't
does
he have
not.
a D4?
No.
He's the one that doesn't have
Oh,
He was too far away.
Wait, I did not hit, correct?
Nope.
Correct.
Okay, I'm done.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this shrub is A's turn. It's gonna make a movement towards you, and it just dies as it goes to move because we all know what Booming Blade is.
no, let me do the damage.
Alright, Daniel, describe how it dies.
Okay, roll the damage.
That is 11 damage as it even
You watch
as it just moves.
as it goes to move towards Ophelia. You just watch as it kind of like explodes with force almost, and you hear like a crack of almost thunder like oh god of sound. Alright, it is now Dee's turn. It's gonna take a slice at you, Riona, for 10.
Miss.
Alright. Then the E one's gonna attack Leon again. That's a 17 to hit.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's 1 point of damage.
Your fucking shrub is on something, dude.
It's cracked. Riona, you're up.
Okay. Do, do,
Nah,
do, do,
bro.
do.
Sure, I've got a whiff of that burning bush. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
So Riona's gonna take her uh her drumsticks and she's going to put them both into her mouth and then pull out 2 daggers from the handles of the drumsticks.
Nice.
Let's go.
bing bong. Mhm.
Does an 18 hit. I
18
imagine it
hits.
does. For 6 damage to LaBouche.
Lebush took 6 damage.
Alright. And I guess I will bonus action attack with the other dagger.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
It's
It's fucking dead. It's good.
it's dead. That's you watch as Riona has her 2 daggers and basically trims the bush, leaving it a hedge.
The slice and dice.
Well,
She will resheath the blades and then pull the drumsticks out again.
nice.
And that's it for me.
All right, Ophelia, you're up.
How is oh well,
That's true.
how is the awakened shrub looking?
I don't think it's taking a hit.
It has a little frost on it. That's about it. Looks fine though.
Never mind, 2 damage. Out of that one.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of the most in character thing my character would do. She passes turn.
Whisper of the Light. It's your turn.
Nice. That's far away. While I walk behind Leon, I'm going to do the same bird calls I did before, and I'm going to cast Guidance. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have to concentrate on it. Yes, I am. I'm going to drop Bless and cast Guidance on Leon. And
Okay.
then I'm going to end my turn. And my the skill check will be attack rolls. Right?
Okay.
Any ability check or can I do that with Guidance now? It's a weird thing. You touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using this chosen skill.
I mean, attack roll is an ability check technically.
Just double checking.
Because it's an ability check because it's based off of your dex or strength
Right.
modifiers. So I wouldn't see why guidance couldn't work on an attack.
Okay,
It
so
wouldn't make
that's
sense otherwise. So yeah, we'll say it works with an attack.
okay. Just double checking. Just new shit.
I-
So
I don't know about that because there are specific spells that quote, attack rolls being included. And because D&D is it's a D20 system, and the 3 core rolls for the D20 are attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. And ability checks would be the skill category. Your insight, investigation, perception, like those would be ability checks. Or like if it was just like a straight dex roll for, I don't know, diving out of the way of something, right? That would be an ability check. That's the way that I've kind of understood it, but I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Just the word guidance. You're guiding them how to. So
Let it ride for this combat, and we'll approach it later.
I'll look into it more later. So yeah, guidance.
Let it ride.
Varys, you're up.
Right. I will kind of step to the side and use that longbow to full effect. $13 hit.
Yep.
That'll be 10 damage.
Okay.
Piercing.
Okay.
And that is pretty much it for me.
Interesting. All right. Leon, you're up.
I'm gonna take a stab at it again.
Go for it.
Stab it like you mean it.
10.
10
plus,
hits.
Yes.
okay, but you also have a D4 if you want to roll it to hit it harder.
Yeah, guidance grants you a D4.
9.
9 damage. Yeah. As you stab into the shrub, you slice and dice it, dropping the final shrub. You guys feel silence, as it doesn't seem like anything else in the area is trying to kill you.
Rihanna would go back over to where the drum is at, and with the unseen servant, would slowly decrease the rhythm and the intensity of the drums as we end combat.
Leon is going to kind of go off to the side, and kneel, and have his rapier like right next to his face, and just say a few things to himself.
What is tracking what kind of magical beasts we kill?
Yeah,
The orb, the
orb.
essence orb, if you will.
I check my orb.
What are you looking for? You guys were told you need to put the orb up to the beast once you killed it.
Oh, I go around and do that.
Yeah. You watch like small little almost magical energy spark begins to glow, and it's currently it goes from a clear orb to a red orb. It's
I see.
full once it hits green.
Okay. I do that with all of them.
So
I'm definitely watching you do that and just double checking that that's what we have to do.
I will
Behind the curve.
kind of the Varys is gonna like slip away and go make a perimeter check.
Yeah.
Very
Uh,
very stealthily.
Yep. Roll a stealth check and then roll a perception check for me.
13 for the stealth and perception. Bruh. 6, I guess. Not so great on perception, apparently, today.
Perimeter seems clear to you.
Okay.
You feel you were very quiet and there's nothing in the area.
Very well. We'll have to be able to we'll also be able to make a see if I can see where these bushes came from. The direction they came from.
They were in the area the entire time.
Oh, okay.
They were just there waiting. And once the spell detect magic went off, they just began to move.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did these
They
bushes
blended
make
in.
any sounds?
No.
Okay.
No noises.
They were silent bushes. Bushes were
They were running suppressors with subsonic rounds, brother.
God damn it.
Real goon shit. Real goon shit.
While they were low crawling.
Oh
Mhm.
shit.
And Ricky Recon up in this bitch. Well, and I guess at this point, Riona would have resettled her robes and set her drum back, pulling out the essence orb, or I guess whatever it was called. What was it called, Dan? Because I missed that.
Arcane orb.
Arcane orb. Okay. So she'll bring out her arcane orb, unless Ophelia and the others have already like absorbed all of them. Are they like one-time absorbs, or
One time.
Ah, I see.
Gotcha.
Oh, I said Ophelia did all of them.
Well,
Basically.
Riona was busy getting herself collected and all of her things set. So she would have been last to go around and inspect, but
And Varys was stealthily like looking and searching with his eyes closed, apparently.
Mm.
Make
You
sure
didn't
we
run
were
into
good.
any trees, though.
Miraculously, no, I guess. It's a miracle. Must have come from the bird.
well, and now we understand how they work. So now we must find more. Tis the only issue.
Does my orb stay red after absorbing all of that?
They said 10 essences per orb.
How many did we get?
6.
There were 6.
Is
We
everyone
finished
ready to
eating?
continue?
We
Well,
finished battle? She
finished
is
battle.
moving on. The sun's still in the sky?
It's dropping. It's still midday, so you still have maybe 3 hours left until the sun's down.
Varys this time will like take point.
Oh, Ophelia's already moving, dude.
Oh well, Varys is gonna be like no matter where, like he's gonna start taking point.
Someone roll a d20 for me for
My turn.
the second half of the day.
7.
boy.
Gotta
We're doing
love,
good.
gotta love 7. All right.
Boys out here blasting, dude.
Roll a d6 for me.
1.
Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Yes. Put us in the shit, dude. I want to be in the shit.
As you're traveling through this deep forest, it begins quickly to happen. But you see the clouds roll in, and it begins to pour down rain. You're now visually obscured as the rain is heavy, and everyone becomes drenched.
If it ain't raining, it ain't training, dog.
Literally.
Ophelia is undeterred.
Oh,
Keeps moving.
Varys is like not even gonna notice really. He's used to being rained on. He's out in elements so much.
So, with the rain, I'll need everyone to roll a group survival check.
Yeah, the
Oh,
goodies.
shit. Here we go.
Fuck.
I'm
15.
super good at these.
I fucking hate D&D Beyond.
Let's go.
You rocking and rolling.
6.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
We all
The Rangers-
fucking hate the rain.
The Rangers coming in clutch with that 15, baby.
The rain begins to get heavier and heavier and heavier. If you don't find somewhere to, if you don't find a place to be dry and warm, more than likely negative outcome.
Varys will actually start looking for that. For
Alright.
raised higher ground if they can find it.
You're in the middle of a forest. Seems to be flat land, so roll a survival check.
Let's go, baby. 23.
23. It takes you about 30 minutes in the trenching rain to find a big enough tree that seems to have sturdy enough branches, sturdy enough like tree cover that beneath this tree you could probably take a night's rest. Dry.
I'll let them know. And I'll let the party know. And I will kind of make my way to the tallest one that will hold me. Of the branches, I guess.
You don't have to be on the branches. Like, you can be underneath the tree. Like, underneath the tree, for a good, 60 feet around this tree, the tree branches and the cover, like, the canopy it has, it's dry under this tree.
No, if I'm up in the highest branch in the street that can hold, would I be able to have, a rough, view of the area that we're in?
You're gonna try and climb the tree in the rain?
Let's do it.
Alright, roll an acrobatics check for me.
11.
11. It takes you a good 15 minutes. Your hands are wet. The tree may not be leaking water, but the branches are slippery and everything. It takes you about a while, but you get to the top of the tree and it's pouring down raining still. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking to be able to take a just general watch, basically.
Are you
Just overseeing us for the moment.
with how heavy the rain is, you can probably see about 30 feet out. It's
Okay.
a very bad rainstorm.
Okay. Then I'll just with that seeing as like I can't actually see through it, but I can tell that it's like that thick. Does it seem magical in nature?
Roll an Arcana check.
We're so good at these, I swear.
Bruh.
Dude. I'm
It's
lying
just
to
the
that, dude.
It's just nature. It's just
I'll just climb back down and just let everybody know, like it's but I can tell it's like in all directions as far as I can see. Like it's just
Uh,
heavy.
30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
30
Okay.
feet. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you guys.
But
I don't know if
you
y'all
guys
know this, but it's raining.
Fucking raining, bro.
but you walked for about an hour in the rain, so like it's at least like hour in one direction that it's raining, so you're not sure when this rain will stop.
Uh, I guess what time of the day is it by now?
You kind of lost track of time once the storm rolled in. If you want to roll a survival check, you can try to get a rough estimate.
21 work.
21. It's probably a little bit past midday now, probably around 4 or 5. The sun's probably going to be dropping within an hour or two, but you're not really sure as there is no sun in the sky anymore, just dark black clouds. You begin to hear, it's about this time you start to hear thunder rolling in.
Yep. I'm just gonna basically tell them like tell the group. I don't think this is gonna let up, so I think we should just pitch camp here. We don't have much time left during the day, daylight hours, and rain is too thick for us to really even. Wait, I can't track anything in this. Even with my great skill, I can't track in this. We might as well pitch camp here until either it
I don't
breaks
think
or
much is going to be moving anyway, so I agree.
Agreed. We should refresh ourselves and start again in the morning. Rested, reinvigorated. So, who wants to start a fire?
the well,
I
Do we
could give
have-
it a shot.
yeah.
Roll a survival check. See if you're able to come about enough.
Oh, that's actually what I was gonna ask. How do we do that if it's raining? But
Oh,
You're
that's 15.
15. You find enough fallen branches, and you're able to kind of put together some rocks and circles, like and cropping, and enough, basically, dry enough branches that you can start a fire pretty easily, actually.
I'm retarded. I have a tinderbox and oil in my inventory. Ha!
same, but
Yep.
Big brain. Big brain over here.
same, but that's supply.
but
Now-
not.
Weird question. Would I be able to do this without a tinderbox and just be able to light fire since I have firebolt?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I'll just do that. I'll just
and
light
row.
the fire with that.
Magimancies.
Yeah.
Word.
You guys
Finger
started nice
wagglers.
fire. The fire begins to warm you, but you all are still soaking wet.
Rihanna wouldn't be too bothered by this. If it's an issue of, temperature and whatnot. Not bothered at all.
Well, Varys will kind of just take off his cloak and just kind of looks like he's gonna kind of wring it out as best he can and hang it on whatever branch is near like in the general area to the fire.
Easy enough.
And pretty much, if any, like this point, you can see like a more or less like belt that looks like it can like hold small things that may or may not look like darts,
Oh.
only because one of them will already be in the in one of the, I guess, spots.
You find you find yourselves around a newly lit fire. You begin to take the necessary clothes off to make sure you warm up properly and dry off your wet garments. You begin to eat the rations for the evening that you have at your disposal. So make sure everyone takes off one ration fully, as that will be your 3 meals for the day. What do you find yourself doing now that you've made camp, you've settled in, and the 5 of you are kind of trying to keep warmth while the rain begins to pour? You see flashes of lightning now in the distance, thunder getting closer, a heavy rainstorm.
Did you said I picked up the crickets, and there were some petals of some kind as well that I could pick up. How
You
many
grab
was that?
some,
Because I know the crickets were
probably
two, but
probably grabbed like 6 petals from a single rose you found.
no. Well, while we're just like kind of sitting on the fire, like Bear's just gonna kind of sit back or like closer to the tree with his back. And if you look at his direction, he'll have a hit out, and looks like he will be working on like darts that he has. And I'll do the rolls for those as well. But he'll just be kind of look like he's doing something to the darts, but he won't be saying anything as of the moment. Looks like he'll be pretty intent on trying to do whatever he's doing well.
I'm gonna pull out
Once
my parchment and my calligrapher's supplies, and I'm gonna start mapping out what we've traversed through the forest so far, from where we popped up into the clearing to where we are now.
Roll survival check for me.
So I get proficiency bonus.
what kind will I be making during this? Well, you don't have to say it out loud. You can just type it. What type of darts I'd be making with those petals would be the same as I was making before.
What of the rose petals?
Oh, okay. If they're the rose petals, then they would be the same as the cricket. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll know.
Okay.
One of them obviously didn't work, but the other ones, one's a 20 and one's now one. So.
Yep.
But I'll go ahead and put them in there.
Okay. 11.
It's a 13 because I get to add my proficiency to this.
Oh, okay. It takes you a little bit, but you find yourself charting a decent map of the 6 to 7 hours that you've traveled.
Okay. That'll take me a while to draw everything out.
Yeah. It definitely takes you about an hour or so to do.
And as you hear me write on the paper, the sound that quill to paper makes, you also hear me mimic that sound while I'm doing it.
And just to be sure, those all get the I wouldn't want to roll like 6 medicine checks. But they just all get the medicine modifier
Yep.
as well. Right? Okay.
Yep, just Keep track of them.
I'm putting them in my custom inventory.
Also, make sure you guys are keeping track of how many arrows you have if you're using a bow, and how many darts you have if you're using darts. You do not have infinite.
Duly noted.
Oh, how many darts would I start with? Because that's
How many darts? How many darts do you think you started with?
I would assume that I haven't made any of the special ones, but the other ones, I'd have plenty, honestly. Probably like definitely like 30 or so. They're a pretty common thing. Maybe 20. To 20.
That seems excessive. But okay.
Well, we'll say 20. Is that fair? About the same amount as I would use in a bow.
I feel
Uh-huh.
typically, even for monks, you only get 10. You get 10 at a time.
I think Leon is gonna pull out his rapier and just kind of go away from everybody and start training by himself.
But okay.
Ophelia is also off by herself. She's staying near the group, near the fire, but she's off on her own.
Time passes. Take a couple hours before sleep really is necessary, and it's time for the group to make rest. And that is, I feel like, a good stopping point for our first session. We will start next week, session 2, same time. We will be starting on watch, as we will do the rotations of whoever's keeping watch for the night.
Cool. I like watch.
Okay.
As
Elves like that still.
I'm
it
just
is
saying, not a lot happened, and your boy took full fucking page of goddamn notes.
I enjoyed bullying bushes today. That was awesome.
Fuck yeah!
Level 1 type shit, bro.
I'm gonna go bully another bush. Y'all have a good night.
Oh.
Oh,
Any questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, thoughts, prayers?